Hi everyone. In this video we will discuss about the Perl scalar, how the Perl scalar can be used. Scalar is a single unit of data. That data might be integer number, float number, character or string or paragraph or an entire web page. Okay. Now here is the example. We have hash exclamation mark and interpreter path. The first line of the program is the Perl interpreter path. Okay, that is also called as shebang. Okay, at the beginning of the script, and thereafter we have used dollar symbol and age. Okay, so age is the variable and equals to 25. 25 is the value, and we have mentioned a comment line with the help of hash symbol. You can see an integer assignment. Okay, and second line is dollar symbol name equals to John Paul in double quote, so it is a string, so we have written a comment line also. Okay, so single line comments can be written with the help of hash. Okay, one more variable salary, and we have assigned a float value to it. Now all these three are going to print with the help of print statement. We are using age equals to age. As usually it prints on the monitor screen because there is a double quote. In double quote we have used age equals to and dollar symbol age. Age is the variable. The value of the age is 25. Now that 25 is going to display, and similarly name value is John Paul, that is going to display, and rest of the contents which is closed in double quotes, as usually it prints on the monitor screen. Similarly, when we go for the numeric scalars, okay, either we can print number or string, right? But this example will demonstrate how we can use the various types of the numeric scalars. Okay, the first one is the Perl interpreter path, then next is the integer equals to 200. Okay, so we have used variable integer itself because to know very easily about what value we are going to store in the variables. And second is the negative, the variable name negative, because we are storing negative value, that is minus 300, and floating equals to the float value 200.340 and big float. Okay, so minus 1.2 exponential 23. So this value, exponential value, is going to store in big float. Okay, similarly we can store the octal value and hexadecimal value. Okay, now if you print the values, okay, say integer value 200 will be printed, negative minus 300. Okay, float, the float value. Okay, big float exponential value is going to print, octal and hexadecimal values are going to print. Similarly we can use the string scalars also. Okay, so notice the difference between the single quote and double quote which I mentioned in this example. Okay, you can see the first line var variable, and we are using double quote and we are storing, this is string scalar. Okay, this string scalar is stored in var variable. Okay, in the second example the second variable consists of single quote value, and we are using one variable that is var which already holds some value. This is string scalar. Okay, but what happens when we use the single quote, whatever we write, whether it is a variable name or whether it is a string, it as usually prints on monitor screen. At the bottom you can see, if I see the output var, this is a string is going to be print, because in double quote we have written as usual it prints Okay, when we print the quote, okay, and double, right, what will happen? Now you can see in single quote, okay, I am inside a single quote, okay, hyphen dollar symbol VAR. So it is going to print as usual. Okay, VAR doesn't print the value of the variable. Double, this is inside a single quote. Okay, so this is inside a single quote, right? And also dollar symbol VAR, so it is in double quote, right? So hence this VAR value, that is, this is string scalar, is going to print here. Okay, and what we are doing here, you can see we are using the fourth statement as print escape equals to, as usually it print escape equals to, thereafter dollar symbol escape. Okay, now what we have written here in the escape, this is example of escape. Okay, /t hello comma world. Now what will happen, this is going to print as usual. Okay, so it is going to print as usual. So this way we can use the string scalar. Okay, so single quote, whatever the variable you are using, it doesn't print the value of that variable, it as usually prints that variable name. Whereas in double quote, if you use the variable, it prints the value rather than the name. Okay, scalar operations. Okay, the various operators available in the Perl. Okay, so we are going to list down a few numeric and string operations in this example. You can see we have used hello, it is closed in double quote, it is a string, world is a string, and in between these two we have dot, and we have mentioned the comment that it concatenates string. Okay, so when it prints the str, okay, str, so it will display hello world. So the dot operator concatenates the string. In the second line, num equals to 5 plus 10. So we are performing the addition operation. Okay, here we are performing the multiplication operation, and here mix. Okay, so concatenate the string and number. So both we are doing, because str is a string variable which holds the hello world, dot num holds the 15 value. Okay, so hello world 15 will be printed like this. Mix equals to hello world 15 is going to print. Multi-line string. If you want to introduce multi-line string into your program, and you can use the standard single quote as shown in below. Okay, see, in the program we have used a string variable, and in single quote we have mentioned this is a multi-line string, right? And single quote close and semicolon. So when you going to print it, okay, so this will produce, this is a multi-line string. In 3 sentences you are going to display this line. Okay, you can use the document syntax as well as here to store print multi-lines as shown in below program. Okay, so I am directly using print, right? Print double less than, then EOF, okay, end of file, so semicolon. So this is a multi-line string, so end of file. So whatever it comes in between EFO to EFO, it is going to print as usual, right? Now the special literals. So far we have a feeling about the string scalars and its concatenation. Okay, so let me tell you about the 3 special literals. File, line and package represent the current file name. Okay, the file represent the current file name. Current file name means whatever the file name we are using. Okay, and second is line, that is the line number, and the package represent the package name at the point in our program. Okay, so now let me check the below program. This is the below program. This will give you the idea about the file, line, and package. These are the three special literals, and all these three represents the current file, okay, which we are using. Now assume that we have named it as main. Okay, so main.pl. Now in output you are going to print main.pl. If I use line number, that is line, now it is going to print 4. Okay, we have 4 lines. And package, okay, that is package. Okay, that package consists of file, line, and package. Okay, so it can be it cannot be interpolated.